Welcome to another program of Painting with Tali, your art collection. Today we're going to do a leopard, just like Norma loves that leopard. But the problem is that too many are being killed in the Amazon, and they're collecting them like for stacks of them, and it's absolutely horrible. I'm glad that in this country they're illegal to import those skins. Though in Europe they still buy them, and that is not good at all. So let's paint one of these leopards. They're the only cat that has never been tamed. I guess that's why I'm very familiar with them. I kind of relate, because I'll never work a day job. Okay, so they're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. And I was doing a canvas the other day, just leopard spots, because I photographed these leopards at the zoo. This was over there in Caracas in South America. I photographed them there, and they were so cute. You wanted to hug them, cuddle them, but man, they could have ripped, whoa, with those claws and those teeth, but they look so cute, you know. And that exotic pattern, each of them has a particular pattern of their own, just like our fingerprints. So each of them have their own unique and individual pattern. And when I designed the leopard, I mean, I wanted like a simple design here. So I remember its body shape, and they have these adorable faces. They're fabulous. So I put one like in the middle of all that jungle, in the middle of all that foliage, that green foliage, and I started coming up with the body shape. As you can see, I'm looking at my drawing, and of course it's easier when you already made the drawing and you're looking at the drawing and copying your drawing. But when you are right here trying to make it for the first time, and you erase and change, and it's just. But that's good. That's good, because you have to, when you're going to, it's always good to have a model. I mean, the worst thing is like an artist without a model. They really suffer. And it's always good to have people that model for you, or that like to model and like the idea. I mean, a lot of my friends that were models, or still are, they always tell me, make sure I'm going to be in that picture, and make sure it's going to be me in that picture, you know. I'm going to be the one there. I want my face on it, because they say, oh, you're going to be, you know, it may be immortalized and for posterity, and they want to be in there. So they're wonderful, and they're overseas. Some of them have moved to Miami, Florida. A lot of them were on television, you know, actors, actresses, models, all these crazy cuckoo people. You know, I've been, you know, all my colleagues have popped out of cakes, but I'm the one that started painting. So, and the leopard has, in its spinal cord area, it has these spots that are closer together. But then when they start leaving the area, then they roll into 3 dots, and sometimes make like a daisy type of pattern. And that is the feeling of leopard. And so I did this canvas with just leopard spots, because I'm doing a commercial for the Grabazi cologne. I want to thank them for sending me the bottles to do that. So the fragrance is so wonderful, and I like it very much. So they sent me a bottle, and I'm putting it together behind a leopard pattern. But I figured out today that when I saw the photos, the cologne itself, since it's transparent, it looks like the Chanel bottle, you know, square like that. And since it's transparent, you gotta put like foil, golden foil behind it, because then it got lost in the leopard patterns, and it didn't work out exactly the way I wanted. So, you know, trial and error, that's what you do. So here I am on automatic pilot, and you know what? Sometimes I like these fast little drawings that I do before the show, and I end up erasing them. I shouldn't be doing that, you know. I should really just seal them and sign them, because after all, it was my effort. Why am I erasing it for? You never know where I'm going to go. I mean, Oh, in auctions, when you're going to buy art in auctions, you can buy drawings at more economical prices. Some people are afraid to buy art because they don't know about art, but it's the best investment, actually. So we know first that we got to buy a house, and we know this word about equity and all this, and we know that first. But then later on in life, I guess the people who always had money and always like have a lot of real estate and they're always going to keep it and stuff, so they go buy art because it's a new thing to do. So when you're a poor person, you think art is just for the rich to buy. No, 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 no. Art is for anybody to buy who has good taste, because I always pray that people with good taste get more money and people with more money get good taste. All right, so now, okay, so you put your jungle in there, and you know what we do with this? Oh, bumped into that, but we throw it away. Sometimes I'm better at this than other times, but we'll continue. All right, here we go. Oh, isn't that a funny leopard? Isn't he like a goofy one? He says, "What's happening over there?" All right.
Let me get serious.
Are you doing okay? Because she gets these coughing spasms. My art director, are you all right? Well, you know, if you have to cough, it's okay. So, okay, let's go. Okay, so let me see. Oh, you know what? Okay. We'll just give it. This is the burnt sienna. It's a wonderful burnt sienna. It's wonderful for leopard for the leopard tone. It does the exact leopard tone. I didn't bring my model of the little leopards, but I'm remembering that they have white at the tip of the ears, are more white. It's going to be an easy painting to do. Just like I did the patterns. I did the pattern on canvas with just only leopard pattern. Around here on the belly, they get white. They're not that orange. But, you know, when I'm doing the leopard pattern, and it's so wonderful. I mean, if you want to have a leopard, why go kill one? Have a genius like me. Do you one on canvas, like a pattern of it. Because when you're doing a pattern of a leopard, you realize how the camouflage, because this camouflage is very similar to the pythons. You know, some snakes have similar camouflage. And so as creatures in nature, I don't know how this camouflage adapted through evolution, but they kind of sink down in the bush and they blend in with the brush. And so it's more brown their backside. And then their bellies are more white. They're simply adorable. I remember well, that's cheetah. Cheetah is another spotted cat. But they're simply adorable. I mean, I like these pillows. They're coming in style. You know, they got them in pillows. They got them in everywhere. I mean, I even wear a belt that's leopard. Okay, okay, so there we have more of the leopard, but I want more of, yeah. I want more on this area, deepness. Deepness, deepness, deepness. More deepness in here. There. So we got that. Oh, and for you guys that want the acrylic classes, I mean the painting classes, I do those. Those are free. You call the voicemail, and you'll see where I have the classes, and you can you can have fun and learn what I know. I'll teach you. I've been doing it for a while here in town, so okay, that's absolutely fabulous. Now, you know what we got to do? We got to do that brush, that bushy stuff back there. So I want a brown, a dark brown, you know. And I'm thinking how to use the technique here. I'm thinking how to use the technique. Hold on. Hold on here. I'm going to mix the basic color of the background is what we're going to do. So, the basic mossy green. Here we go.
All right, I'll be silly.
That mossy green back there, that jungly jungle, that's his kingdom. That's his kingdom, so that mossy green. Now, it's going to take 200 years. I got to use the big fat brush because it's going to take 200 years with that smaller brush. No, wait a minute. Got to get that big fat brush. All right, hold on. Here we go.
Big brush. All right. I think it's good, you know. All right, big brush. It's good. It's good for you.
God, I remember a friend of mine who's Greek, and then she introduces me to her aunt, and she's already like marrying us. She says, "It's good for you. It's good for you." And I'm like, "What are you talking about, lady? I don't want to get married." You know, and they fuss over this girl because she divorced her first husband, and she hasn't gotten married again. Well, she's having time of her life not being married. And then, you know, I'm her friend. We go to her house, and it's like, we got to get married? Oh, these people are thinking that we are getting married? We're not getting married. And so one time, they bothered her so much, "Did you get married? Did you get married?" And she said, "Oh, yeah, I'm married." So she said, "Yeah, I married Tali." Oh, and then her dad, who didn't speak to her for a long time, he went over to her job and congratulated her on being married. And it was a lie all the time. I mean, these old world customs. Hang it up, baby. With these old world customs. No way. All a girl needs is credit and a good bank account. Or brains or something. 'Cause you don't need marriage. What's marriage good for? Like somebody to scratch your back where you can't reach? Or maybe to hold a chair while you're changing a light bulb. You know, or maybe somebody to dump on when they get home. Chop their head off. I don't know. That's what my mom used to do. My mom and dad, their relation, they always been married, okay, and it's through thick and thin they stick together, but it's communication. And the thing is that my dad doesn't communicate with her as like before because, you know, my mom has stayed at home in the house just being a homemaker. Okay, that's a lot of work in itself, and I respect that, sure. But when you're not out there hustling it, you know, making a living, dealing with people, dealing with jerks, you know, you're just at home polishing the crystal. And then when you hear the problems of another person that's out there trying to hustle to make a living, you don't really understand. So she, you know, yanks his head off. I mean, she likes to bitch. She always has bitched for a hobby. And it's bitch. Oh, she goes on and on and on. But anyway, so like, my dad doesn't tell her everything. Because he doesn't want to hear her. And then I remember when I got older, I never used to lie to my parents. I was raised and told not to lie. But forget it. I mean, when I was older, she said, "Did you take that extra champagne bottle of Moet Chandon from?" I thought it was like a 6-pack in there. And I said, "Oh, no, I didn't." And I did. Because I did. I enjoyed the bottle. I ate. I loved the champagne. I was celebrating my birthday, and I didn't want to hear her bitching at me after it. But that's, you know, after I was an adult. So now she thinks she's going out of her mind. All right. Okay, this is the background. How many minutes do I have, baby?
12 minutes.
Okay. Okay, this is the background. It looks like weirdo stuff. I mean, like, I don't like it too much, but, you know, you gotta do something out of it. Now, we're gonna, okay, now, let me see. Now, out of that, Okay, I want some blues and some fuchsia. Because out of that, we're going to get some depth for that animal. Because he seems like he's in a boring place right now, and we've got to make it exciting.
Wait a minute. I feel that deep voice coming right now because I realize that I'm back to normal again. I'm back to being my old self again. It's just when I paint this happens to me, but I'm usually very normal like this.
When I'm drunk, I get butch. As I said before, I mean, I want to arm wrestle everybody in the joint. I do, and I win. And I win. Okay. Okay, see, textures, textures, textures. Now, these textures are going to take like a long time to do, baby. But they're beautiful. Okay. Uh-huh. So these textures are coming out, textures. What a nice little thing. I love this. I just love this one. I mean, that's how it is with brushes. It's like a spouse. You don't want to let it go. Oh, then suddenly it's dirty, so you got to wash it. I mean, because you're in the middle of creating, it's like suddenly you need your spouse to have, you know, as a brunette, suddenly needs to be a redhead immediately. Okay. All right. See, now here we go. See. Oh, I gotta go to the zoo. Gotta go to the zoo. Gotta see those animals at the zoo. Haven't been to the zoo. Is it the weekend yet? No, we're only on a Tuesday, now that I remember. Uh-huh. Well, we got 10 minutes, baby. Don't worry, I think I can take care of this one. Okay. I had to go see a few Mae West movies. I mean, she is so funny. She would say stuff like, you know, I used to be Snow White, but I drifted. There was this movie where he was saying, I love your eyes, your golden hair, your wonderful alabaster skin. And she says, hey, wait a minute. Is this a proposal or you're taking inventory? She was so funny. She never wanted to get married either. She sang that song, My Old Flame. Have you ever heard that? I can't even think of his name, but it's funny how and then all my thoughts go flashing back again to my old flame. Okay. I've met so many who had fascinating ways, a fascinating gaze in their eyes. I'm using just a combination of the fuchsia and the ultramarine blue, and then the phthalo green. Also, along with that, I'm going with a raw umber, and I'm having the time of my life, honey. Okay. Okay. The gods are with us. You see how that jungle suddenly became more interesting to him, and now it looks like his living room. Huh? I gotta get the show out. I'm very happy with the show. I want to personally, right here, thank my crew here, who has been developing the program with me, especially Michael. Michael Flood has been developing the program with me for quite a while. And we synchronized so well. Today we were able to finish 3 shows in a 4-hour slot, which is how we put it together. But practice makes perfect, so I'm telling you guys, look, it's hard to paint. Painting is not that easy, but you can take the classes that I give that are for free, because that's my contribution to the community. I'll show you how to become an artist, or if you want to take it as a profession, and if you feel, you know, that you're gonna want to do this, and you know, if you feel like you got the kidneys for it, Absolutely wonderful. I'm so happy I bought this brush. I can't go on with the scene. I'm too happy. Huh? Got 7 minutes, baby? Okay. I can hear you say 7 minutes, 7 minutes, 7. All right. Yes, my leopard is looking so nice. I love this leopard. I says I likes this leopard, baby. Okay. Oh, I have a friend who's a tremendous artist. His name is David Chi. Excellent. I mean, a monster of talent. But he is so afraid of going out there and facing the nitty-gritty. I'm telling you, a little bit of starving is good. Is good because you know what? You have a little bit of boot camp in life doesn't hurt anybody. A little bit of boot camp is good. I've been through the ringer, baby. Back and forth, came out smelling like a rose. I'm just putting these spots here, darling. Yeah, splendid, splendid. I think I have about 7 minutes. I must have only 6. Oh my God. Just putting on those spots. It's absolutely fabulous. Okay. Okay. Here we go. With some more, baby. And I need, love it, just love it, just love it. Okay. I've met so many who had fascinating ways, a fascinating gaze in their eyes. Some who took me up to the skies. Okay. But their attempts in love were only imitation. You walk down a street you know, or maybe a party. Or maybe you're all alone and suddenly daze. Okay. You're looking in someone's eyes, you suddenly realize that we only have about 5 minutes to go. Okay. Does that look like a jungle? Does it look confusing enough, darling? Oh, hold on. I love Robin Williams. He did a movie with a friend of mine, Moscow Over the Hudson. Well, she's an acquaintance. Her name is Maria Conchita Alonso, the actress. We were both in the same modeling agency in Caracas quite a few years ago. Well, I do admit it was a few years ago, but I never looked better in my life. You know why? I never felt better in my life. Make sure DeMills get the script. I'll do it again. All right. Darlings, this leopard baby. And I must have about 4 minutes or 3.
Is that right? Do I have about 4 minutes to go? Yes. You know, I'm doing pretty well in time here.
Okay. Okay. There's no controlling the unrolling. Okay, of the night, my friend. You never know what's in that magic book. Okay. You're watching the sun come up or counting your money. All right. Or out at a dim cafe and ordering wine, and suddenly there he is. You wanna be where he is, 'cause this could be the start of something big. Also, the zebra, I wanted to tell you, the zebra is undominable also. These patterns, these animals with these beautiful patterns, are undominable creatures, and that's the way I like it. Now we're going to do a little bit of texture here. I think I got like a 1 minute or something, maybe like 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
All right, darling, we're going to do a little bit of texture here with an acrylic gel medium. It looks like alabaster coming out of the tube. But all you need to do is just put a little bit of that and then a little bit of your yellow, if you want a little bit of yellow, if you're going to make a little bit of yellow here, and then a little bit of blue to get that green color going. All right, yes. Splendid. A little bit of white, darling, a little bit of white. little bit of white there, sweetie. Okay. Yeah, just some super higher lights of texture, which I'm mixing here. You know, I should have gotten a smaller, one of these smaller spatula knives. Okay. Okay. Like, right? I don't know. I can't control it. I just cannot control it. I can't control it, sweetie. I don't know what to do with it. Hate it. So you just erase it, honey. Forget that little, forget it. Let me do with my brush. I'm more of a brush guy. All right. Uh-huh. Okay, higher lights. 1 minute, baby. Okay, 1 minute, and we are gonna sign it because we have some higher lights here going on with it. Okay. Need more yellow in that light. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree. Uh-huh. Oh, gosh. You know, I'm on a roll, and I don't want to go. Got 1 minute, got 1 minute. Gotta go. And I have to sign it. Let's sign it here. T-A-L-I. Tali. And you know, and after this picture, we'll make a new picture and another picture. You see, this is the world to me. It's just the camera, the canvas, and all you wonderful people out there in the suburbs. This is Tali signing off. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMills. Hi, and welcome to another program of Painting with Tali, your art collection. Today we're going to do type of subject painting that has to do with a certain style, and the style is called Fauvism. And Fauvism is a style that is not very well known. We're more familiar with Impressionism, Cubism, but Fauvism is a style that appeared around 1912. It was initiated by Matisse, and it was on the basis of Gauguin. Gauguin was the one that he was friends with Van Gogh, and he did like purple horses out in Tahiti. It was really wonderful, and there was an art critic, a very important art critic, who went to the first exhibition, and he called them wild animals because they were just making people with green faces. And that's where the name Fauvisme came. Fauvismo in Spanish, Fauvism in English. But we're going to do a painting that my type of Fauvistic painting that has to do with a pretty kind of girl, and she has a green face. Hey. So we're going to get started right away. I do stress that you put masking tape, you roll masking tape at the end of your charcoal stem. And of course we're using, as you all know, who've been watching the show for quite a while, we're using the canvas board, the type of canvas board that is, you know, the very easy to find canvas board out there in the market. So we want to realize our spaces. So our spaces, we want to make sure. So we got a space around here that stops around here. Okay. I remember my art teachers in Caracas, in Venezuela, where I studied artes visuales, visual arts. It was a program that was made in Paris. It was from the School of Paris, and so the government sent out a couple of painters, you know, to study in Paris and to pick up the program and to bring it to Caracas to form the art school. So I remember them telling me, look at your outer spaces. So I'm here measuring my outer spaces. I know my head has a design like this. One thing about designing, it's very important in art to design well. It's like composing music. Music, it's either noise, and then there is some type of music that's kind of noise. So there's all kinds of, you know, art out there and in the music and in the visual. So right now I'm just noticing my spaces and geometry of this particular piece. And so she has very geometrical features that I like. She, of course, has that mouth that I like. And I want you to see how we are kind of trying to capture the lines that we need here. And of course, if you need to erase, use your kneaded rubber eraser. Or even you can use like a chamois or kind of like a cloth, and it comes out pretty well. Okay, so we have the hair area here, we have the ear area, the jawline, the neckline, we have the eyes, of course. We're going to get more geometry to this. Okay. And this is what we do, of course. You know, I'm liking this one even better, because when I saw the Fauvism, well, here in town, for you that see the show here in Columbus, for you in town, there is a very important painting in the Zirac collection that was donated to the museum. And it has a lady with a green face. And I was inspired in that painting, particularly that one, because I knew it was from the Fauvism period. And I was inspired on that. And I'm I'm very beauty oriented. I like beautiful faces. I'm a sucker. I'm pushover for a pretty face. But I kind of like this one because it's different from the one that I already had drawn, because I have one drawn and already sprayed. And this one gives me a more ordinary face, more common face. And that also has its beauty too. Faces have expressions. I guess it's in the eye of the beholder, you know. But that's what I wanted to get. And of course, the lines that I needed here going as juxtaposition in the lines, juxtaposition. I got my head in Spanish a lot because all my college was in Spanish. So there. So I like that. I like that. It has, it just seems like, you know, the girl I drew has a better life, but the one that I have to do here real quick, well, she's not so lucky. Hey, silver spoon, what do you know? So what do we do with this? We throw it away and we put a brand new canvas. So, see how pretty it is? Big difference.
Hey,
She came to the world. Oops! Gotta pick that up. You know, accidents do happen. All right. She came to the world, as I was saying, with more patience, so that's why she was able to be created a little more prettier than the other one. But that was just a drawing lesson. I always go through it pretty quickly for you guys out there. Okay, now we got this one going. All right. Hold on a second. Okay. Let me get my charcoals out of here because I won't be using them. Put them back in here, darlings. Charcoals will not be used. All right. Now we're going, of course, with our green face and all of that wonderful stuff. All right. We're 10 minutes in the show. I put a masking tape on my watch just as soon as we start. I don't have my assistant today. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. That was more of a green on that neck. More of, yes, this type of green. Okay. Now this green, well, see, we set our charcoal. And of course, we're using a Grombacher fixative charcoal spray. This is the one we're using. We're using the Mist and Workable fixative. It's the matte. It's 546. That's from Grombacher. It's really great. It holds the charcoal very well without messing up. Well, as you put your waters on, you don't disturb the charcoal drawing itself. Now we're needing a little bit of more green. Okay. So a Fauvistic painting. So this is what you guys at home, you know, as you watch the program, you'll have, you know, you yourself will start learning about art. And I remember I showed you some programs on the Van Gogh style of painting and examples. So at home, you'll have, you know, your own collection that you guys put together. Oh, and of course, as my community service that I do here for Columbus, Ohio at the Metropolitan Library every first Sunday of every month, beginning September now, since they're open on Sundays, you can come and get your free courses in painting. So I'm, you know, giving the community that opportunity. And I enjoy it so much because my students, I learn so much from them to realize how they have a hard time sometimes trying to predict how they're supposed to do their painting, and I help them out, and I have to dissect everything for them. You know, I'm using a very small brush for this. I need a bigger one to give me more coverage space. Yeah, I need a bigger one. Yeah, I need coverage, baby. Coverage, honey. Okay. We're in 15 minutes of the program. Okay. See, I wanted her face up here to be like a lighter green from the neck to give some separation. Okay. Okay, you see, there's nothing you can do about it when you got pigment concentrated and then you don't have other pigment that's so concentrated. Well, that's the way it comes out. Wait. Okay. All right, here we go. Fine. Now we need some blue. Some blue for the sides. Now, one blue side is darker blue that I like. One blue side is in a darker blue that I want it to achieve. These strands of hair, not dealing with them right now. Okay. All right. Uh-huh. All right, so that's the blue that I want there. Now I need some white because the blue over here is going to be more of a blue with some white in it. So I want to get like a lighter type of blue or something there. Okay, more white. Okay, here we go. Yeah, steady hand, steady hand. That's the way it is. So these half-hour programs, you never know. I mean, like, what's going on with art nowadays? You're a fine artist, have to come into the channel, TV surfing channel people. So that's the problem with being a painter. You have to be famous. So here in the city, I've become pretty well known. I went out to the zoo and I noticed that, yeah, it's not that I'm good, that I'm really not that good looking. A lot of people kind of recognized me, I suppose. So yeah, they've seen me a lot. So it's been 2.5 years of me developing this program. And this is the first time that I get into more of an advanced form of art. Because it's always, we have this Fauvism going on with this art, but there's a Fauvism about art itself that people are afraid to even talk about it. I mean, to even try to explore it, because it's so intimidating for the common, normal person that doesn't know about art, and it shouldn't be that way. So that's why we make good programs to show people the right stuff and the arts. Talk to them, tell them something about that. So when they do go to the Columbus Museum here, well, the people of this community, or wherever community you may be at watching this program, because I do send this program out to different places. But when you do go someplace, I mean, you've seen it, you see, oh, there's a painting with a green face. It must be Fauvistic, because, you see the Tali show. Okay. So, that's good. That's good. And really, you don't have to know about art. You just have to know if you like it or not. If you like it, fine. Okay, now, okay, I got about 15 more minutes to finish this. And we need like a finer brush, something finer here. Oh, hold on, hold on, not that one. We're gonna go with the lip, so we're using a round one. We're wasting time. I covered over on the lips, so I'm going with fuchsia there. With your sponge, you can erase whatever you need. So anyway, on the lips there. I wanted to get some fuchsia here in the lips. Not wet enough. Okay. Okay. I have a thing about those Marilyn Monroe mouths. Okay. That's beautiful. Okay. Of course, mine had to look like a Fashion Vogue thing. I was into modeling earlier in my life. Just love it. I was in there when I was younger. Okay, we're gonna put some white here on the eye area because we're gonna be painting that yellow, and then we're gonna be kneading it whiter, also on her teeth area. Okay, and then we're gonna be touching up with some blacks at the end. Okay, now we gotta go faster than a spitting bullet right now. We want some oranges, some limes on that dress, on her dress. It's a good thing that I already have this one already painted because I already know where to put them. I don't have to think so much. It takes a half hour for me to make the little sample painting. This is what they call, folks, a bossetto, and this is a bossetto, painted bossetto, and this is the painting. So that word bossetto, you're going to see it in your international art words, your words internationally about art. Like when you look at the Celebes, the Christie auction block list of artists, like if you're going to go buy art on the auction block, there's certain periodicals, publications, whatever you want to call them, that have listed what art by who, if it was a bossetto, if it was a painting or whatever, at so much, so that you know you don't overbid. Okay, something fell down. That was the orange because we don't have enough room on this stupid little tray table. Okay. Okay, some green. Okay, we just got 10 minutes. Some green here. I mean, I gotta go quick. Some more type of yellowy green. See, I'm mixing everything here. I mean, sweetie, I do not have time, baby, to be showing you what to mix this, I mean, I've seen other programs where they're telling you so much of this, so much of that. You just mix it yourself. Mix colors yourself. I mean, that is a personal relationship. Have your honeymoon with your colors and mix all you want. Oh! Okay. This is not an instructional program. This is a visit with an artist. I keep on saying it all the time. I don't care who criticizes me. It's a visit with me. And I have a lot of visitors. Okay. You know, that face, that fabulous face. Okay. I'm evening it out, darling, evening it out. And I don't have time to do this, sweetie, but I'm going to, because the painting is upsetting me, darling. Okay, now I'm happier now. Okay, you know, we gotta get into the, We gotta get the hell out of here pretty soon. Get some orange there, some really, really red, orange rust for her hair, because she's a redhead. I made her a redhead because red and green are complementary colors. Okay. I didn't know this was gonna be this difficult. A Fauvistic painting. All to impress the people over there at the Ohio Arts Council because it's competing for $5,000. That is if they want to give me $5,000. I remember I sent out, I remember my first video, they thought it was a spoof or something. I mean, they thought it was a satire. I was so mad because they don't let you talk. I was the only witness in Columbus, Ohio, where I saw that they gave $5,000 to somebody plucking a parakeet. So it just depends who are the judges. So if the judges don't have any appreciation for the type of art that you're exposing, you know, they can be very biased. And it's a free country, you know. I have to express myself even though, I don't know why. So I'm blackballed, huh? The last stuff they saw was where I'm here really mad and because they malinterpreted my intention, my art, and when I did that show and it went on the air, I had so many phone calls of people who loved it. So it was quite popular. And then something that I thought was negative came out so positive for me professionally in producing the program here. All right, we have some oranges. Where do we need some more oranges? Okay, we need some orange around here. And we have about 7 minutes to go or something. We need some darker oranges about here, darling. And where do we need some more orange, sweetie? Where? Here? Okay. Here, we need fuchsia there. Got to use a new one for fuchsia. Nice clean virgin. Where's a nice clean virgin around here? Difficult to find clean virgins nowadays. All right. Just joking. All right. All right. Okay. Virgin, whatever. What about? Damn, I had to become a TV artist just to get the fame, darling. Just to get the fame. Very difficult career to get into the arts. Might as well get a gun and kill yourself. Oh, that's the idea. That's right. You become famous when you do. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. There's that purple, and then more purple here. Where's more purple? No, that's a blue there. Blue there. And purple here. It won't work. Too much of the fix-it spray is beating. Purple there. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Okay, fuchsia somewhere. Here, more fuchsia there. Okay. Fuchsia there. Purple over there. No, that can't be purple. That was blue. Okay, I don't know. Just fuchsia here will be fine. Fuchsia there. And then, okay, more of an... No. What color? Fuchsia up there. No. I hate combining colors together. I do this all the time to myself. I do this all the time to myself. I play around with colors. You know, first of all, in painting, the first thing that you learn is how to draw, how to compose the claro oscuro, the blacks and whites only. You know, that's what you learn to do first. But then when it comes to putting in color Color is another story. Color. Composing color, man, that's hard. And I always do this to myself. I always mess around with all the colors. Okay, where are we going? Okay, some yellow. Some yellow there, And now some blue. Gotta get a virgin brush again to put that blue on. Ugh, when I do these shows, it just becomes chaos at the end, and I can do anything about it. It just becomes chaos at the end. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Okay, I gotta get the hell out of here. Hold on. Some blue here. And what else, baby? Oh, some orange somewhere or something? Yeah. Some orange here. Oh, and what else? And more and more. This is ever ending. And then more blue here. Blue there and blue there. Okay, now her eyes are blue. Her eyes are blue. Blue. With some yellow. 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 And then I got to get some white here, direct from the tube, to express that and to express her lips here. What a flop. Purple here, and then some orange there that had to go there. Oh, this is a total mess. Sorry, couldn't impress anybody today. T-A-L-I, Tali, 97. Thanks for joining me, darling, and you know, after this picture, we'll make a new picture and another picture. Because you see, this is the world for me, it's the canvas, the cameras, and all you wonderful people out there in the suburbs. This is Tali, signing off. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMills.